Hello FlightSimmers, hello captains, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another FSLabs flight. Today we are taking the A321 Sharklets in the beautiful JetBlue colors from Fort Lauderdale over to Las Vegas. So that's quite a long flight for an A321. And I'm doing this flight simply for the reason I enjoyed the last FSLabs live stream so much, where we did the Air New Zealand operations. That was so cool being back in the FSLabs, so I figured I would just add another FSLabs flight on top of this just after the last one. And so here we are. I did fancy a bit of a longer flight. I think it will be quite interesting getting this aircraft airborne here at Fort Lauderdale, since we are fairly heavy. You can see GSX is currently doing the refueling, which might take a few minutes since we are carrying a lot of fuel, of course. And it's evening time. This flight has a scheduled departure time of 6:15 p.m. and it gets to Las Vegas somewhere around 8 or 9 p.m. I think. So I'm quite sure we will have a sunset somewhere during the cruise, and then hopefully have a nice nighttime landing into Las Vegas. And of course, just for the fun of it, we are departing on the slope runway, which is 10 right. We can see it just over there. So let's see how it goes. I have no idea. I have no idea how the aircraft's gonna behave running up this ramp, but we will see. Also, I am flying online. I am hoping for a little bit of ATC, maybe later on. Day of recording is Sunday, so maybe we're lucky and some American ATC persons are coming online later on. That would be kind of cool. So that being said, let's do some preparations in the flight deck. Alright, here we are. Unfortunately it's a little bit dark as always in P3D, so I'm just gonna switch some lights on. And refueling is progressing now. It's 8.3 thousand pounds on board, and we are expecting block fuel of 41.3 thousand pounds. That is quite a bit, and but this will take a long time, and I don't want to sit here forever, so I'm actually gonna request the boarding along with that. It's okay, we can do this. We just need to make sure that seatbelt signs are switched off, of course, as long as the refueling is taking place. Right, let's take this one and move over here. So we are sitting here at stand Golf 7, departure runway 10 right, and then we will depart on the Vinice departure. That's correct to say it, I don't know. Top altitude 4000. Long description. Let's just look at the chart. So initial heading 096, then inbound elbow room 4000 above, YOLO, cool. LRIC, Renault 4000. I'm quite sure we are not gonna do this. We will be higher than 4000, given that there's no traffic in our way, but it would be kind of crazy to fly like 60-70 miles, I don't know how far this is, and stay at 4000. It's quite crazy. Okay, so that's that. Fort Lauderdale 10 right, Vinice departure, and the transition is Dolly. It goes in there. Arrival I will actually do later on. It's such a long flight, so I don't need to worry about it just now. That's the expected data. We will look at the load sheet in a second to get a sense of the weight we are carrying today. And what else do I want to check? Right, weather. Weather, let's get both.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Although, of course, it will be a few hours until we get to Las Vegas, of course. So, Fort Lauderdale, 4 knots at 030, good visibility, few clouds, 24 degrees, 29998. Okay, that's very nice, fair weather here at Fort Lauderdale, and same over for Las Vegas. So nothing crazy in terms of weather, which is good. Let's make sure the wind... it is. requesting. That's good. Right, and I have also prepped the airport data. Let's see if we have something for this airfield. No, actually I think it doesn't show anything, unfortunately. Okay, but that's okay. Not sure if it says anything on the departure procedures, but I'm quite sure, since it's going out over the sea, I'm quite sure it's NADP 2, I think, is the one. So thrust reduction 1000, acceleration 1000. I think that's good. We can work with that. So let's see. That looks a bit weird. Are we really just on the edge? That would be crazy. So zero fuel weight 153, max 162. Takeoff weight 1904, max 206. So that's around 12,000 pounds shy of max takeoff weight. Around 6 tons only. So we are really heavy. We are fairly heavy today. It's gonna be fun. And let's see if we can already do the calculations for 10 right. 194.2 aircon. Let's try if we can leave it on, otherwise we will switch it off. Let's see how this works. Okay, that's a stop margin, very short. Thrust toga, full power takeoff. Okay, so takeoff weight is 194 pounds, and the performance limit takeoff weight is 197.8. So we couldn't even go out on 10 right with a full load. Apparently, it's super interesting. I just love to fly aircraft so close to the performance limits. I think it's, I don't know. There's a certain thrill to that. Okay, but let's try to be a little more gentle on the engine. So let's try aircon off, see if that makes any difference. Yeah, okay, now we have a flex temperature, although that's even less stop margin.
Prior to aircraft movement, all customers must be seated with their seatbelt.
Ah, okay, that's JetBlue announcement going on, cool. And just out of curiosity, let's see flap 1.
Smaller bags of personal items may be placed all the way under the seat front view.
Yeah, flap 1, also toga, basically no stop margin at all.
Electronic devices may be held, placed in your pocket, or in the seat back in front of you, but cellular services must be turned off.
Yeah, so let's go with this. Also short stop margin, but apparently it's still fine. I just hope that the calculation took the runway slope into account, which I don't think, because here it says 0.00. That might be an issue. It's toga as well. Okay, so we're gonna do it like this. I think it's slightly unrealistic since we don't have a slope calculated in here. But since we are at Fort Lauderdale, I really want to go out of the slope runway. Just for the fun of it.
Thank you.
Okay, so 138, 148, 150, flap 2 up 2.5, flex temperature 34. Oh, sorry, I'm still a bit unsure about this. I keep messing around. Let's try toga. You know what, guys? Let's go toga. Honestly, we don't have the slope in here, so let's try to play it just a tiny bit safer. That's still accurate. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Toga takeoff. I love it. That is awesome. So that's all in here. Just need the init. So we are expecting a fuel of 41.3 and a zero fuel weight of 153.6. Alternate seems to be Ontario. That's 4 to get us there. Okay, now we just need to wait for the boarding and fueling to complete, and then we are good to go. Alright, finally it is completed. It took forever. I gotta be honest with you, I cheated a little bit. Just fast forwarded or did a bit of instant fueling there at the end. Didn't want to get it all dark outside before we are going, so that's the reason. Now let's complete all the preparations. Just waiting for the APU to fire up. In the meantime, cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity is checked. A lot of fuel on board. Seatbelts are on. DSNF and barrel reference are 2998, 2998, and 3 times that's checked. Okay, so just waiting for the APU, then we can disconnect the jetway and get going here. Okay, we got the final load sheet, so just quickly updating the second init. 153.5 and center of gravity 21.8. That goes in there. Okay, apparently we don't even have quite enough fuel, but I expect we will do a step climb along the way, and that should give us enough margin in the end. Okay, tail is going to the right.
Locking gear.
Beacons are on. Before start checklist, parking brake is on. Takeoff speeds and thrusts are inserted. Windows are closed. And beacons are on before start checklist completed. Okay, so let's fire up right away. I'm trying to save a bit of time here.
Cabin crew doors to automatic cross-check. We have now closed the boarding door. Prior to aircraft movement, all customers must be seated with their seatbelts fastened. Please make sure your seat back is upright, tray table is stowed, and all carry-on items are put away. I'll help you find the exit.
Okay, so we have 2 good engine starts, ignition back to normal. APU bleed off, APU master off, anti-ice not required. This is coming to max. We have a flap 2 departure. Trim is coming up 2.5.
Remove your face covering. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Pull the elastic band around your head and tighten user straps on both sides.
Like that. Flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Okay, after start checklist, anti-ice not required. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is up 2.5 and rudder trim is 0 after start checklist completed. Now let's get going finally. Guess we need a bit of power to move this heavy aircraft.
Crowding in the aisle. Please wait at your seat until the restroom is available. We're proud to let you know that this flight is carbon neutral and we're offsetting the CO2.
6, 9 miles north, inbound for runway 8 left.
Okay, we're getting there. So, taxi checklist, right approach check, flap setting is config 2. Radar predictor wind shear is on and auto, engine mode selector is normal, and ECMA must take off no blue.
Correction, November 81026 is 8 right.
And looks like the approach is free. Let's set all the lights as desired. This is coming to TARA. Quick announcement on the frequency. Fort Lauderdale traffic, JetBlue 607 departing runway 10 right. Okay, and the lineup checklist. Takeoff runway 10 right is confirmed. TCAS is TRI and PEX actually need to come off. Almost forgot about that, but there we are. I was really hoping for a bit more daylight throughout the flight. Looks like we are not getting a lot of it, but maybe some nice lighting just after departure. Let's see. Cool, so I'm very excited now how this takeoff is gonna work with the slope in the runway. Okay, right, let's do it. Timer, chrono. I'm gonna sit on the brakes for just a little bit longer. Mantogar SRS at runway. Oh, listen to those engines, crazy. They are really screaming. Oh, wow. Oh, some PA going on. Bad timing. 100 knots. There's the slope coming up. Oh, going uphill. Some bumps. We won. Rotates. And we are airborne. Positive rate. Gears coming up. Wow, that's awesome. I need to make sure not to stall it here. Wow, that's a crazy departure. Look at this. Autopilot, climb, power. Ooh, that's fun to make engines roar like that. Wow, that's really, really beautiful. Flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1. I was already too late for the retraction. Oh, hardly climbing, really struggling to gain some speed. And flaps up, speed checked, flaps up. Okay, PEX off. Yeah, there's the announcement, of course. PEX back on, and I also, I think, forgot to switch this one on. Oopsies, sorry. Okay, now let's see. I want to keep climbing, that's for sure. Let's go open climb. I think 310 initially. 320. Of course, going to the west, and maybe we can cut direct to Benicio or something. Let's see once we are through this turn if there's any traffic in our way, and we should be good to turn. Yeah, the water looks a bit weird, but other than that, really, really cool departure. Okay, I think that looks decent. We can go direct Benice, and then we can go back to managed climb. That is good. Okay, those come back off. Lights. Oh, what did I did mess up the takeoff lights, the landing lights. Sorry. Sorry for that. I didn't notice that earlier. Cool. This is really, really nice. All right, and I think that was a fun departure. And let's enjoy this evening cruise over to Vegas, and then hopefully a nice nighttime landing later on. Enjoy! So, hello folks, welcome back to the flight deck. We are approaching Las Vegas and we still have 44 miles to go. So, nice little bit. We are just passing 14,000 feet. We are on local QNH 3014 at Vegas. And there is the sky, the lights of the city back there in the distance. We can already nicely see them. Absolutely clear skies, beautiful weather here at Vegas. And yeah, first of all, I just want to mention that I did install a full new set of RD shades. So basically new shaders into the sim. I don't know, I kind of got tired of my previous shaders, and departing out of Fort Lauderdale earlier on, I felt like I've seen these colors over and over now, so I'm looking for something new, and it felt like the colors in the departure felt a bit too strong, a bit too orange, too much red in there. So now I have switched to a new preset, makes the cockpit look a tiny bit different, but now of course we can't see too much of it since it's nighttime now. But anyhow, that's just for your information, and other than that, we are flying the Rockstar 3 arrival coming from Squire, and that's just so simple here in the United States. Flying a star is just like flying en route, super simple with all the altitude and speed constraints automatically being in there. Then it will put us at Perino, and from Perino we will start the ILS approach for runway 26 left. So very standard ILS today. Nothing crazy going on. Go around altitude will be 6,000, and then once down there we will vacate Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Alpha 7, any one of those, and taxi to gate either Delta or Echo. I think Real World Flight parked at the Delta gates, but I got a company message earlier on telling me to go to Echo 9, so we can decide spontaneously what we like more, whatever looks better. Right, and weather is yeah, super easy. There is no wind at all. That was the latest weather I got, which is no, this timing doesn't match. Anyhow, it's not far ago. It's a pretty recent weather. So 0 knots of wind. Everything is set for greaser. Landing calculations are all fine. Maximum landing weight would be 171. We are now at 163.1. Go around climb gradient is fine. Nevertheless, I still dialed auto brake medium. I don't necessarily want to use the full runway. not much traffic now here on VATSIM, but usually at these airports they are quite busy, so they don't want you to spend too much time on the runway. Right, other than that, what else is there to mention? Yes, today I will do an auto throttle engaged landing. I've just watched some JetBlue landing videos on YouTube, and it seems like this is in line with JetBlue operations, so I can nicely focus on flying the aircraft as such. Now the speed is dropping a bit. Come on, aircraft, you should actually not go below this magenta line there. I wonder if you are putting in any thrust soon. I don't know. Okay, now we're 27 miles out. This is still a nice stretch to fly. I think we can already arm the speed brakes. Those signs are coming on. Let's also do wing lights just for the looks of it. That would be nice and bright outside. Just like this. That looks pretty neat. And so we are, oh no, we're not quite yet turning final, still a few more miles to go. What kind of speed constraint do we have in here? 210 at pre now. Okay, fair enough. It wants me to go flaps 1, so let's go flaps 1. But I don't want it to fly much slower than 210 right now. Yeah, it's a long cruise, 4 hours 43 minutes now into the air, but that's what I've been looking for, right? I've been looking for a longer flight in an A320 family or a 737, and yeah, it's kind of cool. As I've mentioned earlier, departing close to performance limit is always a bit more special in my opinion. Okay, glide slope is captured, so that was 6,000 for the go around. Yes, 6,000, oops. Okay, 20 miles to go. There's some traffic, let's see. Might be traffic coming in from Reno, a southwest 737. In Vegas traffic, JetBlue 607 is on an 18-mile final ILS runway 26 into Las Vegas.
Las Vegas traffic, United 1823. We're getting ready to turn left, or turn onto the ILS 26 left. We'll extend our downwind leg here for traffic. And JetBlue, we're UV United here. You're you're 10 o'clock. We've got visual on you.
Thank you. That's copied. JetBlue 607. Cool, so here's the visual. Oh, look at this. Oh, nice. Nice. Texture's still loading in. Yeah, keeping the speed up a bit, so our jet southwest strand, there he is. He doesn't have to extend too much. 13 miles now, let's slow down a touch more. Speed 190. Flaps 2, speed checked, flaps 2. Wow, this is so cool. Actually, coming into Vegas is better at nighttime compared to daytime, in my opinion. Awesome, that's That's a serious light beam.
We've now begun our initial descent. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened.
Okay.
And begin ramping up use of laptops.
10 miles to go. Let's go manage speed.
2 minutes will be asking you to
Keeping the engines at idle.
If you have completed a JetBlue card application, we'll be coming to the cabin to collect it for senior processing. As part of our
That's
commitment
the
to safety
cabin
on the
okay,
ground,
I
we
assume.
clean and disinfect our planes between each flight. Please do your part by checking around your seat
Okay,
and in
can't
the
hear
seat back
anything.
pocket for items you wish to discard and hand them to us as we pass through the cabin. Hello, that's the cabin secure for landing.
Cabin secure for landing, alright.
2,500.
2,500. Looking good so far. Let's switch on those lights as well. Everything is on. Gear down. Green, flaps 3.
And Las Vegas traffic United 1823 is established on the localizer, ILS 26 left, 12 miles.
Laps 4.
Las Vegas traffic.
Okay, everything looking good. Landing checklist, ECA memo, landing no clue. Landing checklist completed. Let's do some flying, shall we? So, disconnecting. My aircraft, and as I've mentioned earlier, auto thrust landing. Almost feels too simple right now. Yeah, 0 knots of wind. But I guess those are the tricky landings, right? When everything is just looking so stable and so easy.
500.
That's when something goes wrong. I mean, luckily we don't have any failures armed right now, so
400.
should be fine in that regard.
300.
2 reds, 2 white.
200. 100 above.
Coming in nicely.
100. Minimum.
Continue.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard. 5.
A little bit of a long landing. Reverse. Yeah, that landing turned out to be a little bit too long, but we've made it, so it's fine. 60 knots, manual braking, idle forward. Alright, welcome to Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. That was okay, the approach was good, landing, yeah, a little bit long. But was okay, I think. Las Vegas traffic, JetBlue 607 runway is vacated.
Vegas traffic, southwest, 1955, 10 mile final, LS, runway 01 left.
Okay, I think this runway should be clear. Yeah, I think there's no one. Okay, nice. APU, don't want to forget it again. Okay, let's see. I think I will take the first turn to the right. Just here. And our strobes. Taxi lights. Yeah, there's the southwest coming in. Nice. Oops. Ground spoilers. Oh, flaps are still out. Quick cleanup. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I haven't checked the landing rate. Was not exactly a greaser, but it was okay. Oh, sorry, that's not Southwest, it's United. Completely missed that earlier. Okay, now I just need to wait. After landing checklist, radar and predictive wind shear. I always forget those. There we are. So now I just need to find a gate. We still have to go a bit further, but I think the real world flight took Delta 4. I will try to get the same.
Vegas traffic, southwest, 1955, 5 mile final, runway 1 left.
Now we're really picking up speed. I think we can even shut down one engine, right? APU bleed. Yellow electric pump. And then shutting down engine number 2.
23 is clear of 26 left at Alpha 8. We'll be taxiing to the Delta gates over on Terminal 3. And we're crossing 26 right for United 1853.
Vegas traffic, southwest, 1955, clear of runway 01 left, crossing 01 right.
Okay, coming into the stand. It's crazy, even on one engine this aircraft just picks up speed. And I think we need to take another look at the skyline in just a second. It looks so nice. Okay, docking system even. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure. Do you really want me to go that much further? Okay, apparently it does. 40 feet still. I think I might be running over the GSX guys. It's a tight parking, okay. There we are. Parking brake. APU's running, killing engine 1. Flight time 4:54. Okay, then let's do the seatbelts, beacons, fuel pumps. Yellow electric pump off. Request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Like that. Lights are okay. This is all fine. Parking checklist. Engine brake. Engine brakes. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired here. Parking brake is on, engines are off, wing lights are off, and fuel pumps are off. Parking checklist completed. And we are not securing the aircraft. In reality, it would now head back on an all-night flight back to Fort Lauderdale. So I will leave everything as it is. So here we are now. I just switched off the APU. It was running a bit loud there. Yeah, and let's look at this again, guys. Ooh, and now you can actually see how messed up this parking config is. That's weird. Maybe this parking is not really equipped for an A321. Anyhow, can't help it. Yeah, beautiful aircraft, and yeah, look at this. This scenery is so brilliant. One of the best from FlyTampa, certainly. Cool, cool, cool. And on this very, very cool and beautiful view, I'm gonna stop the video right here. So thank you so much for tuning in on this A321 flight, and yeah, as always, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. That would be very cool. And please leave a comment down below with any route suggestions or anything you have in mind. I will always appreciate reading those comments. And yeah, other than that, take good care, have a good day or night or whatever, and see you next time. Bye bye.